So, I got a Kizer here. This is from Timber's Edge Knives. It doesn't really tell us what that is, but this is kind of an odd deal. So I'm going to show it to you. This is a Kizer Ti. Yep. Or a T1. It's a design. UH design. Is that I don't know, man. Micarta and 154 cm steel. And pretty solid. What a neat piece. This is a brand new knife. And so here's the odd deal. Is they paired this. They're selling them both. They paired this with this. So it's a twofer. And lo and behold, look at it. It's a T1 in titanium and S35VN. How about it? And best I can tell, I mean, looking at the knife, there's no snail trails, there's no markings. I mean, the best I can tell is this is a brand new knife, but there's no box. And so I think what they decided to do, since they didn't have a box, is they're selling this brand new T1 with a box, and they're selling this brand new T1 with just a soft case. How about that? And so I think what we're going to do is I'm going to get in this one, and we'll let this one stand on its own. I mean, let's cover it real quick. The action on it is sick. Spidey flick, thumb flick. It's wonderful. Ergonomics, I mean, very nice in hand. The pocket clip is solid. Deep carry. Liner lock. Let's check that 154. From base to tip, sharp as a razor. I mean, pretty solid. I dig it, and I love the ergonomics. What a work knife! And so, I mean, reverse grip. I mean, I can get here very well. Yeah, what a wonderful, cool piece. So, there's the T1 budget version, 154 cm, black coated, with black micarta. And now we're going to take a look at this bad mamma jamma. The T1 titanium S35VN. Thumb flick. The detent on this one is a little stronger. Yeah, I can spidey flick it, but it's taking all I got. And so I think that's why I chose to get in this one. Let's see if we can't make this run a little better. Do a little tune-up on it. So with that said, let's get to it. There's no sense tarrying along the way. Might as well just get after it, man. T8, T8. That pocket clip's gonna have to come. But it's T6. Yeah. They put it right in a spot that I gotta pull it. Now, I think I could mess around, and try to deal with that, but the smart play is just pull that clip, man. Get it out of the way. We don't want any little snail trails or marks put on the knife. It's in great shape. I mean, it looks brand new. Got a little cleanup to do here. Yeah, dry and dirty in here. See if I can get that washer out of there. There we go. Yep, nice. All right, let's wipe it all down. And we'll give it a light coat of oil. Train kept it rolling. Little admin work there. Had to stop the camera. Basically, it's, Dad, I need money for food. That's what I'm calling admin work now. We are in the thick of it right now, man. World team trials. Heavy training, heavy training. All right, let's get these smaller parts. Big washers or bearings. All right. I want to peek at this lock. I wish I'd have done that before I took it apart, numbskull. Well, I'm just gonna risk it. I'm gonna take a little bit off that lock and put it back together. And if it's too much and it causes issue with the lock, putting it back in there is easier than taking it all apart. So since I've got it apart, I'm going to take advantage of it, and I'm going to manipulate this a little bit right now. Yep, I'm going to go right there. And there's some oil down in there. And there'll be oil on this as well. All right, let's put it back. I didn't take much off that lock, just the slightest little amount. We'll see if it worked. I mean, worst case, I'll pause and we'll put a little more work into the knife. But maybe I got lucky. But what a cool little deal, right? A twofer. Who'd have thunk it? How about a little light oil? Yeah. Two T1s. Two Kizer T1s. You get the budget version and the high-end titanium version. That's pretty cool. And these aren't so readily available, man. So it's kind of neat to have them both kind of put together like that. I own them, so I'm not interested. I got a titanium in my collection already. And a fairly newly acquired micarta version as well. I'm going to put one screw back here, and then I'm going to test all that. But I wanted to balance that front to back tension. Well, it's definitely improved, and I feel like I've got this too tight. Yeah, I mean, that was pretty darn tight. Let's check it again. Thumb. Spidey. Yeah, it's definitely improved. I'm going to leave it here. I've got another screw. I think that's that screw. And I think this one's this one. Because this one's a little longer. And that's a little fatter right here. Yep, that makes sense to me. And pocket clip just sits on top, which I'm not a huge fan of. There's nothing to hold that down and keep it from wobbling except these screws. Now there are two of them, so that's better. But yeah, I'm not a huge fan of this at all. And it's definitely something that I would pay attention to make sure that those screws don't come loose. The uptick is if they come loose, they're not wallering out a hole that's been recessed for that clip. They're just going to, the pocket clip's going to wiggle. So, yeah, wow. Yeah, markedly better. All right, well, let's talk about the action here on this one. Snappy thumb flick, very hydraulic close, snappy spidey flick, center blade, very hydraulic. Let's check the lock. Make sure I didn't curse us somehow. Yeah, it's in good shape. I mean, these have great action. I mean, they're a standard high-level Kizer, titanium S35. This thing's in great shape for action and ergonomics, all that stuff. But I'll call that action. I mean, it's still slightly stiff. So in its current format, I'm going to give it an A minus, but it's really good. Great thumb studs. They're sharp enough that they grip. Access to the lock bar. This is lowered. The frame lock is scalloped. So very intuitive to reach in there. Doesn't take a lot of tension to unlock that and get it out of the way. Ergonomics, man, this is old school. Look at this thing. Old school in hand. Very comfortable, contoured to the hand. Its thickness is correct. It's not too thick. It's not too thin. It's just right. Not so confident, very confident. I mean, I'm really locked in here. I'm going to come up to a confident grip, but without a true finger guard here, I'm going to leave myself just shy of it because if I met forward resistance, there's a good chance that I'm just going to slide up and over onto that edge. Reverse grip, yeah, super confident and very comfortable. Yeah, very intuitive to be here. And bonus ticks, this is a very intuitive grip right here too. I can cap that with my thumb, and I'd much rather be here than here. I'd much rather be here than here. Yep. Wonderful. Let's check that pocket clip. Can I pet that doggy? Yeah, man. All right. Thick stuff. Yeah, wonderful. Just maybe a ½ inch sticking out. Lots of hardware. You can see the polished screws. It's kind of a refined look sticking out of the pocket. This could use a little extra tension on standard jean size material. It's definitely short of a dryer clip, which is what I like. I'd like to be able to tumble down a hill, and when I got to the bottom, reach back for my pocket knife, and it's still there. I don't think this one measures up to that, but I don't think it'd be much to take these two screws and put a little tension in this and increase that grip. Safety, yeah, I can't contact the blade through the scales, and the tip is nicely recessed down here under the hump. So, I mean, the clip is okay. Could be adjusted. Tip's good, and I can handle this knife any way I want without catching the sharp part. Let's check that S35. Did they sharpen it good? Base to tip. Yeah, it's like a razor blade. Wonderfully sharp. So what are they asking for this little setup here? Pretty cool little group of knives. Let's see the price they want. Okay, well, I like it's not so strange. It may seem strange to y'all. I doubt it, but I was wrong. They are not selling these together. This one is $49, and if you subscribe, you get the 10% off, so it brings it down to about $45 for that one. This one is $100, and if you use the discount code, it brings this one down to like $90. Yep. So like 90 and 45, 135, I guess, if you wanted to buy them both, could get them done. Yep. But separately, like $90 and like 45. All right. Well, there you go. Hey, I appreciate y'all watching.